everyone, I'm Heather Nappick, the Lash Whisperer, and today I have a special treat for you. I have tips and tricks on blush. We are going to talk about blush. Now, blush is something that I never, ever used to use up until about the last year. So I have been doing a little bit of trial and error. Now, everybody's face shape is different. And if you have a really round face with big apples on your cheeks like me, then when you apply your blush, you don't want to smile, okay? Let me show you what happens if you have a round face and you smile and apply your blush versus when you don't. Now, a good rule of thumb is 2 fingers next to your nose and then apply your blush outside of that, okay? You don't want to apply it close to your nose or it's going to look too overdone, and you don't want that. It's just going to be like, blam, Rosy Cheek City. Hello! Okay, so I chose the shade Sweet, and I am just going to dab my brush. Now, this is a unique product, so with all unique products, less is more. These are very highly pigmented. This will last you and last you. I've had this forever, and I have hardly even dented. Okay, so I'm going to apply the right side the correct way. I'm going to use my 2-finger method, and I'm not going to smile. I'm actually going to... Okay, do you see what happens when I do that? You can see a line right here. Now, I've already got my bronzer on, but you can see the line, which is the hollow of my cheeks.
Hollow.
Okay, that's where my bronzer goes. Right above that is where my blush goes. There, you see that? It's a nice, natural, rosy look. And I'm actually very excited because I have always smiled. I've always done this. Always. And I'll show you what happens when you do that. So there we go. That's how it looks that's how it's supposed to look, okay? So you have the blush more to the outside of your apple. So when I smile, that's naturally going to be a little bit more flushed anyways. So the other side, let me show you what happens. Okay, so again, I've got the blush on my brush and I'm going to smile exactly how I used to do it. Okay? Now, when I stop smiling, do you see the difference? I did not follow the 2-finger rule. The blush comes almost all the way to my nose. And look how much higher it is. So can you tell the difference? Okay, now when I don't smile, look at that. See how you actually have white skin along here, which is supposed to be there. Over here, my blush goes clear up under my eye. And it comes clear down over here instead of stopping back here and giving a more natural look, okay? So this side, we've got a more natural look. This side, it's a little more on the clown side, a little more on the Mimi side. Hello! And blush is super easy to have that happen with. So then you just take your puffer brush and you're going to blend. And no matter what you do on this side, it still comes up too high. You see that? That's the right way. That's the wrong way. See the difference? Now you know. The more you know. All right, ladies, thank you so much for tuning in. This was your tip for the day. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.